So how to learn web development in 2018? I know that there have been a lot of tutorials answering this question, but what I want to discuss here is, well, how not to learn web development. Let's find out. The biggest issue with learning web development nowadays is you are bombarded with a lot of new terms or a lot of cutting edge web frameworks that you haven't ever heard about and you know what that means, like React, Vue, Angular, or TypeScript, Sass. What the heck are those, right? And many are starting straight away with something like React and building with Babel and backwards compatibility because they are actually developing in ES 2015 and very complicated aspects when it comes to web development. What you should start with is, first, try making a simple page in HTML 4 and 5, right? Try a simple form, let's say 20 inputs long, a really large form, registration for, I don't know, whatever else, for high school or something, and see the difference between HTML 4 and 5. That's also important. Try CSS, try stylizing that page. Work with CSS and just CSS. Don't start, if something doesn't work, if something is not aligned properly, don't start using JavaScript to dynamically stylize the page, because that's just going to make it worse in the long run. You will not going to learn CSS properly, all right? And lastly, start learning JavaScript vanilla. And okay, you can maybe learn ES 2015, but without any backwards compatibility and without transpiling your JavaScript to JavaScript ES5 and whatnot, just plain JavaScript. Doesn't matter what version of JavaScript you use, just use JavaScript with CSS, with HTML, create a simple page, a simple, I don't know, single page application, let's say, that has a registration form and maybe a login and maybe, I don't know, list some participants, something very simple. And then try to actually connect that to a backend, to a server, something simple in Java, find out how you can actually create one. And, or maybe even in Node, who knows, that's also simple, because that's also JavaScript related, all right? And then after you actually know how to make all that stuff work together, then start adding in some libraries, then start, I don't know, jQuery maybe, who knows, Angular, React, Vue, whatever you want to. Don't start with a framework or with a transpiling environment, for example, TypeScript or even CoffeeScript. Don't start with those. That's just gonna hurt you in the long run, okay? And it's not going to make you understand the web better. I hope this was useful, and thank you for watching.